Hi everybody, welcome to this video for the back nine of the opening round. That is holes 10 to 18 in Expert Division of the Kings Park Tournament. Please hit the thumbs up button if you've not done so already, and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. As always, good number of drops here and some suggestions and tweaks along the way to help drop any of the holes that I didn't quite make here. Remember to take a practice token and adapt the plays as needed for your play style and clubs. Here we go then, here comes hole number 10, timestamps in the video description down below, and if you need to go back on the front nine, that is on the channel as well. Good luck. Dropping down to a katana here just to get to the green safely without wasting a kingmaker. You can use a kingmaker if you want, of course, but sometimes nice to save on them if you can. 4.2 top spin, 3 bars left spin, setting up at P2 max distance with APOC 5 and above. APOC 5 and 6 will have half of the red ring inside the rough. If you've got APOC 4, you will need to stretch out about a ring and a half into overpower to find the position, and of course after you've adjusted you will need to push up 6 yards just to make sure you're starting at the equivalent point. Max plus 10, power 2, we're going with inner wall curl to the left, and it was circle drop over power. Of course, there are numerous ways you can get on the green here for your eagle. If you want to tweak this one to go more aggressive at the hole in one, then you can, of course, a click more top spin and a couple of clicks more curl. On this par 3 here, we're going to add spin first, 1 back spin and 1.5 left spin, and then we're going to find our position here with spin added, looking at the second bounce. There you see it's just at the edge of the fringe on the corner of the dark green square, ball guide going beyond the hole and to the right. Then I'm switching to the Goliath to make sure we're not adjusting into overpower, and the adjustment is going to be maximum distance, 20% elevation, power 3 settings, and we are going to once again with the Goliath pull over the bullseye. So there we go, pulling to the far side of the yellow ring. And then time to take our shot. Might need a wind angle tweak or two, of course, on these par 3s. Centre the ball though and hit a nice perfect shot here. Just need to tweak the aim. This is a very close miss. So let's see how it goes here. We're just going to miss on the right hand side. So just shunt the second bounce in on the green slightly and you should be in there for the hole in one. Fairly tough wind angle here to dial in. Now on this par 5 we're going to go with 5.8 top spin and 1 bar right spin. Top of plus 10 yards with the blue ring touching the rough with APOC 5 and 6. APOC 4, P3 max distance, 30% of the blue ring overlapping the rough. Then it's time to adjust. Max plus 10, power 3. Almost level crosswind, just takes me into plus 11 yards. We are going to now take our shot. And you can see here I'm going with circle drop overpower. If you've got APOC 4 and you adjust into overpower, then you need to add that on to the base overpower of circle drop. No curl, just try and hit perfect, and you want to gain a nice distance here. Once again, rolling out of the tree shadow to around 375 yards. For the approach, we're going to make a sand check, have the bullseye over the far edge of the bunker in line with the pin. Plus 4 with sniper 10 equivalent to plus 6 with sniper 9. Then we're adding spin, 2.9 back spin, setting up with the red ring touching the bunker. Now in the video I've got the ball guide through the hole. I miss just on the right, so I would like you to have the ball guide through the left half of the cup. That will be my suggestion for a tweak based on the miss in the video. For the plus 4 with sniper 10 we're going to play 32% slider, 20% elevation, and you've got to use sniper 10 numbers. Even if you've got sniper 9, still use sniper 10 numbers here please, and just as accurately as you can, going of course pulling down into the bunker. Then it's time to take our shot, centre the ball and hit perfect. I've not clipped the tree at all with perfect balls here, bouncing very nicely. Just going to miss on the right side, so I think just nudging the aim to the left, got a very good chance for the albatross. I'm going to play with the rocket here with this tricky par 3, and we're going with 8.2 back spin and 1.5 left spin. Add spin first with the rocket and then find our position, and we're going at the top of +1 yards with half of the blue ring overlapping the beginning of the fringe. Ball guide there, you can see a reference into the light green square column, so make sure you reference all of those things. Top of +1 yards is the distance we're aiming for. Adjustment mid +25, power 3 settings. Mid +25, power 3. For me, that looks like 7 rings, maybe 7.1, can't quite remember, but go with the adjustment on the notepad. Might need a wind angle tweak if you can. Very tricky par 3 this one though, but the backspin will grab very nicely and steady us up, and we're dropping that one nicely at the pin. On the drive here, you're going to play with the APOC and the Kingmaker, half of the red ring inside the rough on the right with APOC 5 plus at the top of +10 yards. APOC 4 will be at P3 max. 4.5 top spin and 3 right spin. Ring references for APOC 4, you would have 70% of the red ring overlapping the rough. APOC 7 and 8 will have slightly different ring references due to different accuracy. Max +10, power 3, very nice wind angle here. There's probably a more aggressive blast shot with the wind 0 ball if you wanted, but it might be a bit of a lottery. So for me, I'm favouring the Kingmaker free to play option. 0.8 ball curl to the right, just before the circle drops as our overpower reference, and then we're going to hit perfect, and this ball will bounce comfortably on the fairway and roll down to a drive distance. You can see they're getting a very nice roll on the ball. Drive distance is going to be in the region of 370 to 375. Second shot, we're going to add spin, 5 back spin and 1 left spin, and then finding a position here with the ball guide just with the second bounce just beyond the fringe, ball guide pointing slightly to the left, but then you see the very tip of it curls to the right, so it's kind of pointing just at the pin, maybe a tick or two to the left. For a +3 landing position here, then we're going to be 78% slider, 15 elevation with sniper 10. That will be +5 with sniper 9, but you would still use sniper 10 numbers. Centering the ball, hitting perfect, and you have a good chance here. You might need to vary the position slightly or the spin based on your drive, but try and replicate the ball guide shown. And we're dropping that one right at the pin. Safe birdie play here. Once again, going to drop down to a Katana just to show you that you can save on a Kingmaker if you wish. But you can go with a Kingmaker as well, of course. 5.8 top spin, 1 left spin. Then I'm going white ring touching the bunker at the top of +5 with APOC 5 and 6. APOC 4 will be at P2 max with half of the white ring overlapping the bunker. So even with APOC 4, you're still able to play with a Katana if you wish to do so, of course. The adjustment here is max +15. So just finding a straight pull angle here. Max +15 on this one. And then once we have adjusted, time to take our shot. There is no push-up needed here, but we are going with a bit of overpower, and it is circle break overpower. So just drag the ball down slowly until you see those triangles emerge out of the shot circle, and that's your reference. Then hit perfect, ball clears the rough very nicely and rolls down here to a drive distance of around 375. Now, even with a power 2 ball, you're still going to be reaching easily for the second shot. 1.5 back spin, 3 left spin, setting up at P2 max. And here I'm giving myself a great left, just in case, of course, just to great proof it as best we can. And we're going to adjust max -5. Like I said, this is all about getting to green safely. If you wanted to go a bit more aggressive, of course, then you can do. I'm going with 1 ball of curl to the left, no overpower here, so make sure you don't put any accidental overpower on. 1 ball of left curl, bouncing comfortably on the fairway and finding the green. If you want to be a bit more aggressive, by all means try a tweak or two, but I'm interested here in a cheap birdie. Headwind angle here, we're going to go with sniper and add spin first. We're going with 4.2 or 4.3 backspin, 1.2 left spin. I think the backspin amount was kind of 5 clicks if you want to try and be precise. Then you find your sticky spot there with the ball guide. You can see it doesn't move after the second bounce, so make sure you're in that zone. And here I've got the ball guide going through the hole. I would like you just to remove a click of backspin here, and you'll see this only just makes it into the hole, so I would go maybe with a click or two less backspin. Or if you want to keep the backspin the same, you could try a click or two of overpower. A couple of suggestions and you'll just see the outcome here. Max plus 15, power 3. Try and keep the wind below 8 here because you don't want the second bounce to clip the rough. Use sniper 10 numbers. You can see here, look, I only just clear the rough, so that's why I would like you to tweak the backspin really so that that takes it out of the equation, but we still got the hole in one. Cross headwind here, so we've got to lay up with the quarterback. 2 backspin and 3 left spin, and set up with the red ring touching the rough at just before the plus yards appears, so just the top of plus 0. And then we're going to go max plus 0 elevation. Now, if you are worried about putting too much overpower on here or kind of misjudging the spin, then you can add a click or two more backspin if you are worried about going long into the rough. It's kind of a bit close for comfort, but if you execute it perfectly, you're not going to have a danger at all. Half a ball of curl to the left, just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. But like I said, if you're worried about rolling into the rough, then just add a click or two more of backspin. But here is really where I want to be, around 278 yards. Second shot, we're going to use landing position plus yards, adding a spin first, and it's going to be 1.2 backspin and 3 right spin. And then look at the ball guide here. I want it going beyond the hole, but also passing the right edge of the cup. You can see there it is going a good 2 green squares beyond the pin. +1 with the Grizzly 9 would be +4 with the Grizzly 7 and 8, and that will equate to 84% slider, 10% elevation, and we're going to use Grizzly 9 numbers regardless. Don't worry about the colliding ball guide here. The wind will take effect and clear the tree nicely with the ball, so just hit perfect on this one and it bounces very nicely. You can tweak from this one if you like it. If you don't like parts of the setup, then yes, it's all tweakable, but we're dropping for the eagle. If you're enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to support that and help keep it free, we've launched a brand new patreon.com homepage. There is the link. There are lots of perks if you want to become a member over there. All support of the channel is massively appreciated, and it will help, of course, to continue to provide the Golf Clash content here for you. So please go and check that out over at patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. Going with the APOC and Kingmaker here, we're going with 5.5 topspin, and it's kind of a light 5.5, so call it 5.4, and 3 left spin, red ring touching the rough with APOC 5 and 6 at the top of +10. APOC 4 will be at P3 max with 20% of the red ring overlapping the rough. Max +10 is the adjustment, 3/4 ball curl to the left just before the circle drops as our overpower reference, and we're going to hit perfect, and we're going to get a nice roll out here without risking a glitch roll. That's why I'm going with 5.5 rather than 5.8 topspin, because with 5.8 I was a little bit long and didn't have landing position plus yards. Second shot, 5 backspin, 3 right spin. I would like you to tweak the aim a little bit here though. This is a very close miss, but you can see the setup I use in the video. The ball guide touching the corner of those green squares there where the 4 green squares meet to the right and slightly low of the hole because of the wind angle is going to push us to the left and further on. +4 with Sniper 10 will be +6 with Sniper 9, playing at 80% slider, 5 elevation, but just need you to offset the aim a little bit based on the miss in the video. I like the adjustment, I like the speed, but just aiming it a click further to the left, you'll get that in. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots, Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.